Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, I'm going to show you something really fun, and that is going to be THOR soloing the hard dungeon, right? I'm gonna be using THOR to solo the spider on the hard stages, and honestly, I did a little bit of testing. I did not get a chance to do a ton. I just built him up. I just got him ascended, and I wanted to make this video as soon as possible because we have the tournament going on right now, right? The spider tournament that requires us to use only champions from the barbarian faction, right? So we still got another 2 days, and there might be a lot of you out there that might want to do this at least to the 2050 points, if not all the way up, because of the prism crystals. And I said, you know what, let me just share this, and then I'm gonna do some more testing in the future. At the same time, there's gonna be 10 giveaways that are gonna happen. I'm gonna explain to you about the giveaway towards the end of the video, so if you're here just for the giveaway, jump towards the end. But what stage am I talking about? Well, I tried to go a little bit around how are we gonna tackle the spider, right? And I said, you know what, on spider hard, basically the way that you do a lot of damage to the spider is by killing the spiderlings, right? If you kill the spiderlings, the spider takes a percentage of damage, and your goal is to gonna be, you know, try and kill them as much as possible. Seems like I have a maintenance. This might be a little bit unlucky for me, but hopefully I get to show you what I want in the meantime. So if you look at the barbarians, honestly, it's not the best or not the most fleshed out when it comes to dealing with this one, right? When it comes to hard stages, you can do normal stages, like you can come to stages 20 to 25. You can bring one single target HP burner with Harking Great Blade, spreading it. Then somebody that does the AoE stun or freeze, like Yakarlen, you can do that. Or you can even come to stage 10 or 11, right? Or something like that. Let me see, stage 10, 11, yeah. You can come to stage 11, for example, just bring if you have a shield guard built, right? Bring a shield guard in a lifesteal with the right masteries, he can solo that, so you can just quickly do it. But what I wanted to show you today was, like I said, just using THOR to solo spider on hard. However, it's not going to be stage 10, okay? I did not say in the thumbnail or the title, I hope not. I did not say stage 10, but I tried to do certain stages, and the one that I managed to get it to work on is actually stage 5. And the reason why it's specifically stage 5, it's Spirit Affinity and THOR is magic, which means he's gonna take less damage, right? I do have him 4-star Ascended, Awakened, right? From what we got from the Titan event. I don't have the 5-star yet, but I think maybe most people should be able to get a 4-star, and yeah, let's just see how this one works. Keep in mind, if you're gonna bring food champions, make sure they are from the barbarian faction, right? Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Otherwise, if you bring food champs that are from a different faction, this is not gonna work because you're not gonna get points, right? You bring food champs from any other faction, your points are not gonna count. So make sure you're paying attention with that. So I've not done extensive testing. I did like, I think 10, 15, 20 rounds with it, and honestly it does not look for a second like it should be failing, right? So this run looks pretty easy. It does help also with the fact that your strong affinity against the spiderlings, you can resist those poisons. Also, again, being strong affinity means you cannot be critically hit, and that is huge, right? If you don't take critical hits, that means you're going to be able to sustain yourself, because keep in mind, you know, different to how Arex is HP based and her damage is based off of HP, THOR is an attack based champion, right? So being attack based champion means he's gonna have lower defensive stats, which means it's gonna be harder to keep him alive. But at the same time, also keep in mind that this awakening weakness, having 4-star awakened, 4-star awakened means he's gonna take like let me see, like up like 30% less damage. That helps him to stay a little bit alive. Without that, it might be a bit tricky. You can see 1 minute and 12 seconds. That's not bad. It looks pretty fun. The only tricky thing is, unfortunately, because of his AI, you have to put a preset, right? I tried to do this without a preset. For some reason, THOR just does not like to use his A2. He just keeps doing A3, A1, A3, A1. He just never uses his A2. And honestly, that's the one that hits harder, right? Especially when there's more targets, because he keeps bouncing around and keeps doing more and more damage, like the later he goes into the rotation. It would be really fun if like he started doing his hits with the spiderling first and then through the main spider, but it works even like this. And honestly, considering the fact that, you know, it's a solo with a fusion that we just did, I think it's a pretty fun one, right? Being able to do stage 5 solo And again, most of us should hopefully, or most of you should hopefully have at least a 4-star. Okay, maybe 5-star is not as relatable because you are supposed to do a ton of stuff. But still, if you have a 4-star, it's pretty easy. Look at that, under a minute, 54 seconds, he just straight up soloed it. So let me show you the presets. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. Just make him open with the A2, then prioritize the A3, and then second priority the A2, just to make sure that he uses it, because otherwise he's not going to be using it. I don't know, again, for a certain reason. Now, let me show you the build. It's a little bit of a quirky build, because like I mentioned, I kind of went from the principle of how I used Arex, right, with because Arex is, you know, she's the MVP in doing this strategy of being built in Slayer and then soloing Spider on 10. However, we need somebody else, you know, for the Barbarians, or you might not have Arex. So basically the way that I built him is in 4 pieces of Slayer, so he gets some turn meter when he does that A3, and then in a lifesteal, right? Good old lifesteal came back out of the vault. And honestly, I'm not even sure we really need the Slayer set in here, but I said, you know what, this one gives us a little bit of benefit. There's nothing else that I can do that would make more sense, right? Because if you look at the other variable sets, what else do we have? We'd have protection, which doesn't really help. We would have stone skin, again, doesn't help just for the first or second turn. Then maybe pinpoint, but pinpoint for what? There's no like true fears or whatever to intercept, so there's no point. Slayer Feral, again, maybe Feral to give you block debuffs for the first 2 turns, but again, with this one, you're just gonna straight up, what's it called? You're gonna get 2 turns and you're not gonna get debuffs, right? You're not gonna get the poisons. Maybe this one, I guess you could argue, because it gives you some accuracy and speed to land that decreased speed and stun, maybe on the Spiderlings. Supersonic, same principle, fills the turn meter for each buff on the enemy. Doesn't happen, so that's kind of reality. Even Merciless, unfortunately, like, yeah, you could go with Merciless, 4-piece just for a chance to decrease the cooldown, but in order to get to that increased defense, you need a 6-piece, and you cannot do, unfortunately, a 6-piece set plus a 4-piece because we only have 9 ones. So that's why I chose to go with lifesteal, because that's the way he's gonna self-sustain himself, right? He needs to heal up, he needs to come back to it, otherwise it's a bit tricky to do as a solo. And honestly, they're not the best pieces of gear. I mean, look at this, I have resist, I have a flat attack, I have a crit rate glove, I don't have much attack lifesteal set on my account. This one, okay, it's an attack speed, attack percent with some crit rate. I tried to awaken them, didn't get any luck. A speed 1 with crit damage, defense, resist, and accuracy, again, most of the stuff you don't care about. This one's a rare piece of Slayer. The shield I guess is pretty decent, but again, not the ideal one. And then 5-star rank, that's defense. And then a 5-star, that's a crit damage, okay? And then this is the bandit that I use. So pretty much, you kind of want him to be pretty fast though, because the way that you saw that it happens the first rotation, he doesn't quite kill everything with the A2 first of all, so I think you need him at around 250 speed, or just go to 260 like you see that I did, just to be safe. Or you can do it differently. Instead of having this, you can have, let me just use my trusty calculator for a second. Let's say 260 minus 24, you can build him at like 236 speed, right? But then you grab this mastery, Spirit Haste, that's gonna give you another 24 speed, and it should hopefully let you cut in before the main spider gets a turn in the initial one. If you see it doesn't work, then just try to push your speed higher. You see I have like double roll, double roll, double roll, like most of them are like double or single, no roll in their speed, double roll in this one, so you know. It's manageable, I guess. And the thing is, maybe you could even lower a bit the attack, because you always do like double hits. You might be able to even go with like 5k attack, and you can see even my crit damage 215. That's not as high, it's pretty low, but it works. Now when it comes to masteries, I did go down to what's it called, I did go down to War Master, because obviously you want to get those War Master procs on the Spiderlings and on the main spider. And then now the support tree, I didn't even finish the masteries, because I went and honestly I farmed masteries in Minotaur. I don't buy them very often, really short on gems, because you know I pull shards, I use them for other builds for content and whatnot, so I'm pretty low. I want to save them as much as I can. But yeah, even me, you see that I didn't finish this, so maybe after I finish I might grab Spirit Haste myself, or I might go Master Hexer, because I want to try him maybe in Hydra as well and see what I can do with him. But for the sake of Hydra, he's 100% gonna be in a 6-piece Merciless, because that's the way he should be able to shine. But anyway, guess we're gonna leave it at, let me see, do I get the chance to run? I think I can run one more before the maintenance happens, but what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you like this? Do you think this is gonna be useful for you or not? I'm I'm pretty excited because you know what, I was dreading. I have so much going on right now in IRL as well. I was dreading like, oh my god, what team am I gonna find that's gonna do it fast? Because you know what, I just want to do it fast and efficient. And having this one doing the barbarians only, being on stage 5 hard means I have a chance to get some decent accessories as well. I can also farm food like I mentioned, like I showed, so it's a win-win, right? I'm happy whenever I find these efficient ones, because this is one of the things that I always like to do when I do my takeovers or when I do stuff like this. Sorry, I just banged my keyboard, but I always try to be efficient with resources, right? With energy, with gems, with whatever. So I'm happy that I actually found this. It's pretty efficient, right? Farming spiders for the tournament, also farming food at the same time. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Now let's talk about giveaways, right? Because I said I do have giveaways. So they're gonna be like blitz giveaways, so a 24-hour giveaway. In order to participate in this giveaway, you have to do 3 things. Okay, so first of all, make sure you like this video, right? It's like, you know, it's pretty standard, pretty simple thing. Secondly, make sure you subscribe to the channel, right? Support me to, you know, help me grow my channel, show my channel to more people out there that are playing Raid Shadow Legends, so, you know, I become one of the bigger guys one day. And third, leave a comment on this video that contains your number, because that's what I have to give them in order for you to win. What are the prizes? There's gonna be 5 people that will win 540 gems, and then another 5 that will win 540 gems, 1 void shard, and 1 epic book, right? So in the comment, leave a comment that contains your code and just something that says Thor, right? Just his namesake. Let's get him in the comments, or yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment containing the word Thor and your code, and I'm gonna be picking the winners tomorrow to send them over to get you all those juicy rewards. But yeah, we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy my content, but you don't care about the giveaway, like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, run. Bye, guys.